Okay, guys. I know this will probably go up a few days after, but this is Friday the 13th. We gotta be careful, because Jason will be here at any...
Gar's being murdered by his Red Ranger figure. Jason confirmed!
Wait, let me look at that figure quickly. Oh my god, he has a hockey mask on! It's like it's Paul, but it's not! Ugh.
Cue the roll call.
We're live! Loading. Connect.
Watching all the anime! Redcaster, Show Raven!
Equipment Wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah Zazil.
Loyal and Loud, Pinkcaster, Light Red!
Explorer from the Unknown, Yellowcaster, Autogar.
From Royal to Ranger, Orangecaster, Noble.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Welcome. It's episode 134 of Radio Sentai
I'm so glad I had the ability to revive myself.
Castranger.
Sorry, hang on a second.
It's okay, he's not Jason anymore, it's Rocky now.
Hey guys.
Rocky, behind you!
Wait, can I see that range figure?
No, he's in the boot.
No, can I just see?
He's in the boot.
No, can I see, please?
He's in the boot.
No, actually give it to me. Just give it to me.
Careful, it's a replica.
Oh no, his back's broken! I can't be a Power Ranger anymore! Oopsie!
He has to do a flip first, then break his back?
Yeah, just the... It's fucking stupid.
Careful.
Oh, I'm so stupid! I'm so stupid.
Are you okay? I'll probably appear in episode Turbo, but that's it.
Yeah.
One more cameo.
Just no explanation on what happens to me.
And we never saw him again.
No, we literally never saw
Okay.
Lucky again. What the fuck?
So, for our second episode of year 2017, we got the Core 4 here in the studio, and joining us via Discord is our good friend Noble, the Orangecaster.
Hi guys, I didn't have a funny bit.
Core 4, I like that.
Yeah.
The Core 4.
The Core 4.
Well, released by Marvel Comics now.
The 4 Warriors of Light.
Good thing we're not published by DC. The 4 Cores of Light. Canceled after like
I've been
15
calling us the Core 4 in the description for a while.
Awesome.
The four Warriors of Light canceled after female interest.
No, canceled after being rebooted under a year.
Ichi knows what I mean.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about
The 4
today?
Warriors of Light was a terrible game.
What are we talking about, Ichi?
Alright, this week we are talking about X-Aid, episode 13, Zyuohger, episode 44, and, long overdue, the Kamen Rider Heart Mach Drive Saga movie.
Oh, yeah. Boy, it was a good movie.
Reason why we haven't talked about it recently.
Busy.
Godzilla-vember and December 2.
Yeah.
Note to self, we will never do 2 feature topic months in a row ever again.
And I'm absolutely putting my foot down on that.
And wait, on the 2 theme months in a row?
I'm never doing 2 months in a row.
Okay, good. Because
I don't give a shit what we have to talk about. Never again.
Because Raven brought it up, in which we all agree we're never doing that again.
I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah, but
Theme months are fine, but not 2 in a row because then we get a backlog.
Yeah. Like what we're doing today.
Okay, so let's go right into X-Aid discussion.
Okay, so first off, I'd like to formally apologize to Raven and Gar, because I did not give you guys any chance to speak your opinions on certain stuff, so I'm so sorry. I got very excited and caught up in the conversation, so...
I was also part of that.
Yeah, so what did you guys, since they all are mentioned in this week's episode, what did you think of Nico, Genmu Zombie Gamer, and Kiriya's death? Go.
What was that first part?
Saiba Nico.
The girl.
The girl who showed up.
Yeah.
She was pretty cool, I guess.
Really hard-hitting editorial.
Okay, let's
Right?
vote for Gar then.
I'm tired. Fuck off.
What do you think of Zombie Gamer?
Fucking looks cool. That's all I gotta say, really.
Alright, and Curious Stuff?
Considering he was probably my favorite character at this point.
As most people's.
And my interest in X8 has gone down immensely.
Slightly.
Just cue shot of the gauge going down, label it my interest.
Pretty much. Raven's interest.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Life points.
Oh yeah, like... Boing.
No, it's gotta be the GX one.
Alright, Gar.
Alright. Nico, no comment yet until she actually does something.
Yeah.
Gemu Zombie Gamer, can't wait for a figure of that.
Alright.
Curious Death, fucking happened like a week ago. I don't remember jack shit. In which
I don't know why you don't remember it, because in this week's episode they flash back to it 4 times.
No, I'm making a joke because that's what this episode is. This episode of X8 is the Grieve episode.
Yeah.
It's the episode after a certain character dies in the series, and where all the side characters are okay with it except for the main protag, and someone has to get him out of that slump knowing, oh, yes, he died, but I still have to move on to protect humanity.
Whenever
we have seen this cliche over and over and over.
Whenever Kirya's not in the shot, the other character should be asking, "Where's Kiriya?"
This isn't Joichi asking where Hase is.
I
And
know.
nobody explained it to the final episode.
I really wish.
The difference is no one gave a shit about Hase.
I really wish.
give a shit about Hase.
I really wish the guy and Guy just they're like, oh man, if only Sid were here. Ah! Just fucking flashback to him getting crushed between 2 rocks.
Gaiden 3, Kurokage and Sigurd. 45 minutes shot of the scene of the place where he died, and then 45 minutes of that rock.
No, it's 70 Afterlife teaming up.
No,
Sure.
No.
Like Go Buster Return style.
No, the Sigurd movie would just be 45 minutes of just his hat, just a shot of his hat, just standing there, occasionally moving slightly because of the wind. But no, we can't have a Sigurd or a Malika movie because we already got their origin stories and stuff in the Duke
Sid in the
Snuckle
wind.
movie.
Hey,
No.
hey.
Yeah.
Sid in the wind.
No.
Gone
Malika
with the Sid.
was literally a business spy and Sid was a drug dealer, so...
Oh, spoilers!
No surprise. No, whatever.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, that's
I will
your fault!
How? It was a topic!
I wasn't there!
He wasn't.
You have no excuse.
Yeah, you
I
no
do
excuse.
have an excuse. I wasn't
It's
there.
just not a good one.
Anyways, so it seems that in this week's episode they pulled a drive where they actually announced the Bugster virus and the threat to the general public, which...
Well, yeah, when everyone starts collapsing, I think we gotta address it.
No, I thought that was cool. I like when they do that in Rider. So...
Yeah, that was neat. But it's definitely clear that we're in like the second chapter of the show.
Yeah.
Shit hit the fan. Let's go.
And I love how they're like, we're telling you so that no one will panic. Cut to blueprints, of X8 and Brave. We're using the most cutting-edge medical technology.
I just want
And
someone...
no one questioned that.
Excuse me, sir. Yes. Do they have guns? No. Well, they were fucked.
No, I just want... And these are the technology we're using. What the fuck is that?
Just shots of them activating the video games. They're playing games!
Yeah, the guy just walks up to the board with the riders. Just, no, seriously, what the fuck is this?
I got the...
No, even better. It's just the level 1 bodies.
Oh my god. We're using the most cutting-edge medical technology. Shots of a level 1.
It's just the nerd going on a fucking rant. What the hell were they thinking?
No, I got the... Okay, keep going about this until I...
And I absolutely love how after the conference, Hinata is talking to Asuna, and he's like, okay, we need to handle this very, very professionally. Okay, Mr. Hinata, I will. Here's my pink nurse outfit! Look how cute I am! And he immediately ignores her, and it's amazing.
Like you guys were just saying, it's like, don't worry, we have the cutting edge technology. shows X-Aid Riders.
First off, fuck you. I love Asuna's pink nurse uniform. It's very cute.
And I'm sure a lot of people did.
It's pink.
But there was
It's
zero.
not pink. It was like if it was tossed in the washer with colors.
Yeah, they put in Bart's
It's the
lucky
same-
red hat.
It's just the same thing. It's just like it was before, but she's got a pink dress.
I want it.
Give me.
Fuck, didn't we make that joke last week?
Yeah, it's super salty.
Yeah.
She's got a new hat.
By the way, I did some research and I confirmed that Super Salty is level 3 now, and Super Alhambra is level 5.
Is his name actually Haramba?
It's Alhambra.
Except for Alhambra.
And Noble just gone.
Although, according to the wiki, it's Aranbura, but according to what it sounded like in the show, it's Alhambra. So I'm not 100% on that, but those are their levels. So I'm gonna keep.
No, I'm still here. That was just something dropped upstairs.
Hashtag Dixo for Alhambra.
Dixo for Alhambra. Is that the episode name?
Yes.
No, we'll
For
figure
now
something
it
out.
is. For now it is until.
I'm sure we'll come up with something better.
All
Yeah,
right.
probably during the Mach Heart movie.
So, because Emu's completed his pediatric internship, what's he gonna do now?
Apparently become a surgeon.
Yeah, because apparently taking care of children isn't enough for him. He needs more excitement in his life.
This was completely for the reason of giving Emu and Hiro an excuse to hang out.
And also so Hiro can keep calling him fucking intern.
Because he
Yes!
is an intern.
You know what? That's the reason!
And it's like,
Because God forbid Hiro should have some fucking inter-character development!
he is red
Hero
for Ryuki.
character? No.
Respect for the main character? What the fuck is that?
I'm a secondary
Respect
rider.
for anyone in the show aside from himself.
I was
And
like,
any
not
sort-
even his own father?
And any sort of opportunity to have any sort of proper character development is aside from being a jackass.
He still has the balls to give Emu shit for being super emotional, even after he went
Right?
batshit against Graphite.
It's like he's going on to Emu about how he shouldn't get emotional over this. Like, says the guy who is fucking ignoring everything and going balls to the wall against Graphite.
But the worst
Fucking-
part,
Doing
Come on.
stupid shit like fighting him in level 1.
worst part is, in which I mentioned this to Lane when we were watching it last night. Hiro has a point.
No, and that's what pisses me off. I hate when Hiro has a point, because it just makes me hate him more.
He has a point.
Oh, I hate
He has
this
a
guy.
point, but he doesn't practice what he preaches. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Brain is officially in my top 5 least favorite Kamen Riders of all time. God, I hate him so much.
Who's the fourth?
I don't know.
Team 4-star joke, everybody.
Honestly, Hiro might actually end up being my number 1 least favorite rider ever.
I know I'm going for your birthday.
Number 1. That's all.
See, like, that's why, like, I like when secondary riders are assholes. Like, even, like, in Ghost. Like, Spectre, I loved when he was a fucking, like, revenge-driven fucking rider, and then fucking Ghost had to save his sister, and then he's like, oh, I'm all goody-goody now. It's all good.
Honestly, best secondary rider ever was Nago.
I love him.
No, I have to give that to Mach. I'm sorry. Or Kaito.
Anyway,
Baron.
so the patient of the week is Shirakawa Kazuki, a gastrosurgeon.
I love when you do that.
But this is really interesting, and I like when writer shows do this. He feels his life is not worth saving from the Bugster because he's got pancreatic cancer and he's
And
gonna
it's
die
in-
anyway.
Yeah, it's in its final stages.
And it's just like, whoa, okay, are we going here?
Either I die from stupid game virus or die from...
And
Which one kills me first?
And the
You
immediate
decide.
and the immediate response is, how about you not die by the spawning of a deadly monster that will go on to murder more people?
But my death will be glorious if that happens.
It will be glorious!
And then they proceed to, like, transform, and then, again, the director's just like, go
Fucking-
outside!
Fucking stage select!
No, and then, like, he's, like, hiding from him, trying to, and, like, the monster just looks at him and he's like, what?
Yeah.
And then I like how they transition to the game world, and you see, like, the window just kind of go, like
Like slide off screen.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, really.
Here we go!
Here we go! And of course, Gemu finds them.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Also, I
You know what? It's like we've talked about it over and over, but it's obvious that he's tracking them either through their drivers or by monitoring the game world.
Yeah. Also, I didn't notice about Gemu level 10, which Ichi noticed right away, but I didn't notice that he had, like, a red visor, but, like, half of it's broken, that's why he has a blue eye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
so-
you mentioned that, and I could see, like, the shard of, like, the
Yeah,
red
yeah,
bits
I
around
notice
it.
that every time now.
So Genmu's eyes are actually blue, but he's got a red visor over them, but it's cracked over the one eye. And as I think I mentioned it last week, the fact that he's got one red and one blue eye is a reference to 3D movie glasses.
Yeah, that's why every time...
Because he's a movie monster.
Yeah, and that's why every time he transforms, he, like, jumps out of the fucking
Exactly,
screen.
like a 3D monster movie jumping at you.
God, he's so cool!
What?
He's like Kikaider. Think of it. Blue side represents humanity. Red side represents the monster inside of them.
Ooh, I like that.
Just like the Nintendo Switch.
Holy shit!
Oh shit, we're all gonna become monsters.
Switch
when we
confirmed!
get-
Also, he says switch on.
Switch to the next bit.
We also got to see the debut of Critical Dead, and
I thought you were- no, I-
Jesus, that was
I
an
thought you were-
intimidating attack.
I honestly thought you were gonna say the Nintendo Switch presentation.
that translator though.
Oh, we're not going there.
So Alhambra's got stop and paralyze magic now. That's neat.
Yeah, like I'm seeing this, and I'm just like, I'm looking at like X8 and Brave, and I'm just like, you guys suck. I'm like,
Yeah.
go level 3, Jesus Christ.
Fuck, go level 5.
I actually have to say that their performance, even in level 3, like, I know it's because they're not the focus this week, but their performance, even in level 3, is fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think that Snipe would have the sense to, like, stay away and fly away while he's in level 3.
Agar said the best response to that.
We don't have the budget for it anymore.
We don't have the budget for him to fly. Sorry. But yeah, Critical Dead.
Don't watch it. He just starts flying up. Guys, we don't have the budget. Bring him down.
But yeah, Critical Dead was fucking cool. He
Which-
just, like, summons a bunch of, like, holographic zombies from the ground.
Which he activated by using the Sparrow, which he can now summon like it's his, and he tapped the buttons with the handles on the sides. That's
like,
awesome.
If I was still, like, super impulsive and stuff with my buying, I would honestly just be like, I'd buy the Sparrow just so I could fucking do that.
I am super tempted and very much wrestling with myself to buy the Sparrow.
I
Both because Genmu is using it well, and because I love Laser and
Yeah, I
Kiriya.
mean, like, if you buy them each year, I might buy them off you later in the future, so who knows.
No, it's actually fun.
But yeah, and Hero saved X8. He's like, no, we can't fucking do this. Like, ejects his gashet, ejects Emu's gashet, and just, they fuck off.
Which is really interesting because we see that for the first time from the perspective of someone who's not them, confirming that when they remove their gadgets, they exit the game world and go back to the real world.
I like that.
Which I thought was really, really interesting. So we're getting more and more corroborating evidence about the fact that the game worlds are basically the digital world.
Mm-hmm.
But the digital world was semi-connected to the real world.
Yeah.
Like they basically overlap each other.
No, let's not get into digital world theory.
Meanwhile, back with Plaid and Dan's married life, Plaid's like, oh, so when's my power going to be ready? And he's just like, yeah, I gotta find a thing to contain all your power.
I really didn't like how they just casually dropped the bomb that is, hey, Palad's getting a gashet.
Mm-hmm.
That was really kind of an underwhelming reveal, I gotta say.
No,
no,
a giant underwhelming reveal, sorry to cut you
No,
off.
that's
Lee,
fine, that's fine.
Was Palad, like, just talking to Emu, and Emu's like, oh, you! It's like, oh, you met him. Oh, yeah, you only met him once.
Yeah, fake Enmu.
I agree that was something that was kind of underwhelming and underexplored because when Genmu pretended to be Palad in episode 7, they at 0 times question who this person is or try and investigate him or do any sort of research, and then when he shows up to talk to Emu in this episode, all he says is, hey, you're the fake Genmu, and proceeds to ask 0 questions.
The fuck?
Or you know, maybe fight him,
Well,
considering he's an enemy.
Well, to be fair, Emu was kind of in a slump, so I.
And he didn't have his gashets at the time because Hero stole them.
That too.
That
Yeah.
He didn't steal them. He compensated.
Yeah, he's
them.
like-
because he's like, you're not in the right state. Like, you're not in the right state of mind to use these.
Yeah, get your shit together and
And
I'll
the-
give you back your toys.
And the correct response would have been, ring, ring, ring. Hey, that guy who pretended to be Genmu standing in front of me. Come beat the shit out of him.
Except they were all busy with Genmu at that point.
Oh no, and also Hero
Or
was
about
busy.
to be.
Well,
anyway.
Hero was busy
I guess.
getting cake, and then accidentally mistook a fucking fork or knife for a
Oh
scalpel.
my god, that
When you're
was funny.
just at work for too long and then you finally get a vacation.
That's a-
scalpel. knife.
No,
it's
it's
like me.
like-
It's like me every time I drive by a Chapters or an Indigo. 780.
No, it's like when I come home from work and then Gar or someone's like, "Hey, Lane, can you do the dishes?" And I just give him a hard look, going,
I did the dishes all day,
"Yeah,
motherfucker.
all fucking
Or when
day."
I'm sweeping, I get freaking cramps in my hands because at my work all I do is sweep every 2 hours.
You got
or
a
so,
bad case of the chimney sweep hands.
pretty much.
Apparently, that black double gashet that became Mighty Brothers was supposed to be the Paradox gear.
Was it?
Yeah, because Pilot asks, when will my gashet be ready? And Dan hands the black gashet to him and saying it needs
Go
more
get
data.
some data.
Yes.
And Pilot just proves how much of a fucking asshole he is because he takes the item that he was told will kill a human and promptly gives it to the protagonist.
Well, yeah, because he
Protagonist.
thought, hey, let's see what happens.
No,
Literally.
he was told that it would kill him.
No, but remember, Pilot also likes just seeing things happen. So he's like, you know what? Emu's interesting. Let me see what happens. No, I saw a post where some guy made a very valid point. Pilot has literally been enjoying every single thing that's been going on. Was he sad that Graphite died? No. When he saw Graphite die, he was like, ooh! He's
Thanks for
been
the
nothing
data,
but
buddy.
enjoying himself this entire fucking time.
Translation.
He's Genis personified. He
Yes.
enjoys everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
To translate, Pilot is a sick fuck.
Yes, and
Yep.
that's what makes him such a fascinating character because he loves all this destruction and anything, no matter what side gets affected.
Well, if you remember, in one episode, he mentioned that apparently one of their goals was to turn all of Earth into the game world.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to turn the Earth into a giant game.
Because he
An
did,
MMORPG.
No, and Dan's goal, which kind of is silly right now, he's just like, Kamen Rider Chronicle, it's the only game people want to play, and it just reminded me of fucking Syndrome. And when everyone's super, no one will be.
Although, the funny thing is, Dan seems to think that once Kamen Rider Chronicle is complete, it will be so great that everyone will forgive him and he'll get his company back.
No,
no,
I'm
you're
pretty
still
sure
going to jail.
No, he doesn't
I'm
give a shit
No,
about his
seriously though, I'm pretty sure he's just thinking, no, by the time this is complete, who the fuck's gonna stop me?
Yeah.
No, by the time this is complete, do you think anyone's going to remember you?
Right?
I'll
By the
remember
time
You know what?
this is complete, is anyone gonna be able to stop me?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Hang
Fuck
on.
all y'all. I'm going back to my company.
You know what my thinking is?
Oh.
He's gonna make it where Kamen Rider Chronicle is only compatible with him. So he'll be the only game rider who can fight the bugsters after he confiscates all the other gashats.
No, that's like Taiga
That's
kind
an
of level of
That's an
thinking.
interesting idea. One thing we should point out and keeping an eye on is the fact that we really don't know yet why Taiga wants all the gashets. There's definitely a reason there. We just haven't
No,
found it out
remember
yet.
he said it. He said he wanted to be the one to save the world. He's like, the world only needs one Kamen Rider, and that's what he wants to be. He wants to be the hero.
And then they promptly disproved the whole. If the 10 gashets get cleared, fucking. The
Super
bugsters
Doctor?
are gone.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah, they
thing from
debunked
episode
that.
1 was totally abolished.
They debunked, less abolished and more just Dan was the one telling them that, and he's been lying the whole fucking time.
Oh yeah, the 10 gashets.
Although in episode 11 he was like, let's see if you can use the 10 gashets to save the world from the bugster. But then there's been no payoff on that.
No.
I'm pretty sure he was just bullshitting them.
Wait a
to make
minute.
them
That
wanna
seems
collect
to be
gashets more.
that seems to be likely, but
Wait a minute.
I still feel like there's more to Taiga's reasoning that we haven't explored yet. Because they revealed the whole reason for him being a Dark Doctor fairly soon.
Biggest
There's
question
got to be more for him.
that it just occurred to me. What happened to Giri Chambara?
Genmu took it.
Yeah, Genmu has
okay.
it. That's why he has the Gashikon Sparrow.
Partially, but yeah.
I didn't catch that in the previous episode. What happened to him?
Yeah, when he fought Laser, he took Giri Chambara out of the Sparrow when he stole it.
Also, like, Nigo's trying to, like, go to Taiga more and be like, hey, when are you gonna fight Emu? Like, get on that. And then there's a part that, like, where she, like, holds up Taiga's gashes, and she's like, so this is what makes you transform. I'm just looking at him like, that's foreshadowing if I've ever fucking seen it. No, I really hope she becomes Laser. Like, please.
I feel like there definitely is something coming for them to actually have her pick up the gadgets and examine
They
them.
would not have given a reason to still have Kiriya's gamer driver and Boxo bike unless, like, if they didn't want to continue with Laser or something, they would have dissolved with them.
On the topic of the Boxo bike gadget still being around, we already know from magazine scans that Emu will use it in his Kimiwaza slot to summon a soulless Laser level 2 to use as a bike.
Those no eyes.
It's even worse because if you zoom in on that picture, you can see the outline of where the eyes were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
But yeah, it was cute that, like, Nico, like, tried to, like, fake to have, like, the game virus, and it was funny, like, Taiga actually believed her. Like, it might be the game virus, and then you just see a look on his face, like, oh fuck, it might actually be the game virus.
It's not that he believed her. He wanted her to shut up, so he examined her so he could prove that she was lying.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, haha, you probably examined me. And like, Taiga's being all tsundere about it, but Nico is a fucking bitch.
Again,
yes.
No comment on her.
I love her.
How? We don't know anything about her.
No, but like I said last week, the 30 seconds of screen time that she was on, I fucking immediately fell in love. So I love her.
That's racist.
Because we don't know what to expect from her, and that's what's amazing.
That's like everyone in a group saying, oh, we all love Kamen Rider Gemu, even though the series isn't over yet, and it could possibly change like halfway through the series.
So you mean me?
Here's something else interesting that we should bring up. When we talked about Laser's death, we talked about the fact that Genmu Zombie Gamer has a device in his helmet that jams other riders' abilities for the gashes to auto-eject. Mm-hmm. That did not happen this episode because Brave and Snipe were ejected during their fight.
Maybe it's because, Kiriya inserted it into his driver?
No. We know it's a function of Genmu's helmet, not the gadget itself.
Maybe he's just toying with them like a sick motherfucker.
Exactly, that's the thing. He chose whether or not to turn it on. When he fought Kiriya, he was actively trying to kill him.
I mean, in this case, they weren't in the game world, so ejecting it means no, they're still fucking there. They just aren't transformed anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That really isn't here or there, but yeah. But I think the reason that happened is because he wasn't actively trying to kill them. He was just trying to take the gadgets back. Yeah. Whereas with Kiriya, no, you fucking die.
Yeah, because Kiriya had that secret knowledge and stuff.
Exactly. Which I'm looking forward to finding out more about.
Hey, Hero, you want to know some secret information?
Yeah.
No.
We also got, so also they debuted Mighty Brothers at the end of the episode, which gives me fucking flashbacks to when, like, I was so fucking excited for Drive to turn to Type Wild, and then it was like, oh no, that's next episode, 2 weeks from now. Fuck you!
Well, at least we're not waiting 2 weeks for the
No, I know, but still, I was waiting 2 weeks for the debut of Mighty Brothers, and we got half of it.
Yeah.
But, no, it's fucking cool. Like, I love that it's, like, the level 1 suit, but it's level 10, and
yep. The most interesting part about the transformation was that it was a new character on the spinning roster wheel.
Yes.
I really am fascinated by that.
Which means Paradox is probably going to take the second mystery slot.
I'm not sure about that.
No, I think that's
because
he
doesn't
he
doesn't use a gamer driver.
That's true.
It's exactly why Genmu Zombie Gamer doesn't use the wheel either.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, just imagine if that thing was just going by and you see a laser. It's like, don't cry, don't cry.
Well, yeah, I think Laser was on there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's
still on there.
Yeah.
Also seeing Gemu's reaction to, like, seeing Emu, like, holding the gasket, he's just like, oh, Palad, what the fuck, man?
No, it was
more... you're just being
no, at first he was like, he's like, oh, okay, but then after he sees it transform, he's like...
Then he sees it work, and he's just like, wait, the fuck?
Yeah. Like, he wasn't annoyed at Palad, he was just like, wow, Palad's an ass.
No.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
oh man,
fucking
Palad's a
asshole
sick
right now.
motherfucker.
And then we see like Emu's like thinking back to what Kiriya told him, whatever. He's like, yeah, you can
Man.
change your fate and shit like that.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
sees Emu hold it up. Man, I thought I was a dick.
and then we just see like his DNA like getting changed. Which yes, Gar made the Danny Phantom reference, but me, I was just like, just the fucking X-Men theme from the movie.
I was thinking,
Molecules got all rearranged.
I was thinking-
Exit.
I was thinking Spider-Man.
Gonna fight the Bugs, guys. Genius Emu.
He's Mighty
Bugs,
Brothers.
guys. Genius Emu.
Sure. So yes, we get to see Double Action Gamer level 10, which is spelled out level X, and then he doubles up into Double Action Gamer level XX, L, and R. There's been actually
And
been
proceeds to be confused as shit.
Yeah,
along with
everyone's just like-
everybody else.
Understandably.
Just even the two of them were just kind of looking at each other like, wait, what the fuck?
And there's been a lot of discussion over the last week about the levels of this form specifically, these forms.
Palad kind of confirmed. Oh, so that's X-Aid level 10.
Yeah, which is fine, but with regards to the split form, because it's level XX, it is level 20, and each of the separate forms are level 20 each.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's XXL and XXR. A lot of people thought that because it's level
X
10,
and X.
splitting into two level 10s, but it's actually two level 20s because there was a level chart posted a couple weeks ago, which I can give you the image of to put in, and it specifically says that the XX, both bodies, are level 20 each. So he went from one level 10 body to two level 20s.
So Raven,
Yep.
how long do you think it's gonna be until they realize these numbers are just pointless?
Pretty soon.
Yeah, give it another like 10 episodes until one of them realizes all this level shit is bullshit.
Well, we already know that Paradoxes are level 50, and Brave and Sniper getting a level 50 form each, and then X8's getting a level 99, and then a form after that.
See, numbers become
Yep.
bullshit afterwards.
No, and it more so because like everyone's like, oh my god, like Emu's gonna die. No, he can't die. He's a fucking zombie.
But they have to get rid of him somehow. What are
like
they gonna
you said, unless they heal him or something.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
yeah, I wanted to mention that. Like, he's a zombie, so what are they gonna do? In video games, you have to heal the zombies to beat them. So what are they gonna do for that? I'm
just
actually
destroy the belt.
I was about to say a second ago, like, what? It's not like Phoenix, or they're not just gonna kick him into the sun.
that'd be cool though.
They could, though.
Just kick him into the sun. You see Phoenix already made a home for himself. A little condo, a little hammock
dude.
outside. Just like,
Hey, dude, welcome to the club.
Oh, time for my 5-second death. All right, I'm back.
It's the hottest spot in the universe.
Hi, I'm Tom. Gee, thanks, Tom. How about you come back and say your name, introduce yourself in the next 6 seconds from now?
So yeah, the episode ends with the two of them staring at each other.
no comment on
No,
this
and then just
form.
see you next game.
Yeah.
Nani? Just, eh?
So next week, Mighty Brothers proper.
Yeah.
So should we talk about it next week, or should we?
Now we'll talk. Noble, any closing thoughts on X-Aid?
This episode, when Hero was out getting his cake, the Bugster monster came to him.
Yeah.
So I had a theory. What if Victim of the Week's cancer can only be removed by a genius surgeon, being Brave? But because he knows, because he knows Brave is a member of the gaming doctors, he doesn't want to have him busy in a very long, extensive surgery.
See, I would agree if it wasn't for the fact that Brave was in the room with them and he didn't really show any form of recognition towards him.
Oh, you want to die? Okay.
Well, the thing is,
But
this patient guy seems pretty resigned to dying.
yeah, he does. But it's like I'd agree if it wasn't for the fact that like there should have been like some resentment towards Hero when they were in the room together, if that was the case.
No, but remember, that's the thing with Hero. He doesn't fucking care.
I'm not talking about Hero.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about the guy with the game disease. Like Noble just said, he thinks that guy might have some resentment towards Hero.
Well, no, I wasn't saying like resentment. It's more like he's accepting his own death because he doesn't want to impede Hero being the gaming doctor.
Oh.
Which is also why I think the Bugster took on the Tattle Quest bug game monster and not any of the others.
Maybe. I'm more...
Well, here's the thing. It's safe to say that this is the same consciousness as the Alhambra that he defeated in episode 2, because when Salty reappeared last episode, he's like, "Yes, it's me. I'm back and I'm stronger."
Well,
So
no, he clarified that it was the same one.
Yeah, so of course Alhambra's gonna want revenge against Brave because he's the one who killed him last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that. But at the same time, even Salty just kind of skipped over X8 and kind of went for the target.
Well, yeah, because Salty had not so much of a grievance against X8 because Brave was more of a dickbag about fighting him.
Well, I mean, yeah, my thought process is more, maybe it's just that this surgeon's a little, like, he might think he's kind of got overshadowed by some certain other surgeons.
Maybe.
He might not be 100% aware of who they are.
We'll
but
find out more about
yeah.
the patient's deal on next week's episode. Any other thoughts on X8?
Nico, whatever the fuck her name is, seems like
Nico.
a useless... Yeah. She seems like a useless character at the moment, because it's like... Well, no, because I have a reason for this, okay? So don't get pissed off at me. It's... Let me go to the guy who already wants to beat this guy and tell him to beat this guy for me.
Yeah, that seems kind of trite.
As for Kiriya's death, that was sad, because I think he was basically everyone's favorite rider, because it's like,
Yeah.
hey, here's some truth. Aw, man. Plot points. I'm dead.
Yeah.
And now I am the dead bit.
Toei, if by any semblance of luck in the universe that you are listening, Laser Level 3 Figure Arts! I will buy it!
That's not up to them. That's up to Tamashi Nations.
Okay, Tamashi Nations!
I will.
Well, technically, that's part of Bandai Japan.
Whoever!
Ichi, just,
Laser Level 3, do it! I'll buy it!
just tweet them.
Laser level 2 figure art with removable eyes.
Ah!
Yeah, this comes with a second accessory that's just no eyes. I will buy the bike just so I can do that.
You dickbags.
Someone with dark humor will do that with the
Hang
game
on,
figure.
hang on, I'll be right back. I need to go put a Ichi's laser figure on the ground.
Fuck you.
As for Genmu level 10, it looks cool. I like that his health bar is 0 and all that, and how he's just able to tank every single bit of damage.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting to see how they defeat him.
Mm-hmm.
If they can.
Yeah. As for the Mighty Brothers thing, it's like, oh man, Kiriya died. He had 1 health bar. Let's give Mighty Brothers 3.
Per body.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although one thing that really bugged me was, even in level 3, Laser had like the level 2 health bars on his shoulders. I always kind of headcanon that those were like armor bars, although that never really panned out at all.
No.
Because, he was a samurai.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Anyways. Zyuohger time!
Dude, you're really half-assing.
This is a fucking clip show where they explain everything to Mario.
God,
No,
right?
but you know what?
I
No,
don't
no, no,
care.
no,
I
no.
like
Okay,
this episode.
But they still made it relevant. They still had enough plot to shove into the episode that was make it, okay, no, this is watchable.
Hey, there's some shit going on in the background. But by the way, clip show!
Well, we can
3 episodes left to go!
We can at least say this. This is better than the 4 Dino Charge clip shows.
Together.
4!
I don't have that frame of reference.
Let's
They're
talk.
bad.
It's just a shitty clip show.
Let's talk about the good part of the episode.
Jinyu
Doja! Human!
Joe Human!
And just...
I love it.
yeah.
Damn
no,
it, Mario.
that's
He
it.
made the outfit from scratch, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
Also, who was working the spotlight?
Shh. It was in his imagination.
I loved the shot though where like he does his little reveal thingy and then you just see like they're all standing there looking at him and Yamato just has Mario's coat over his face just like
What is my life?
What?
This is
Put
what
your
I
clothes
get.
back!
This is what I get for living with my crazy uncle. Out in the forest.
No, but I gotta give
Pretty
Mario
much.
a lot of credit. I like that he wants to, like, help out the team more, and then Yamato's just like, no, you've helped us this entire
You
time.
can help us by feeding and giving us a place to live.
You've given us, you make us smile with, like, you know, every time we come back and, like, you know, you welcome us with open arms and you cook us a nice meal, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So this wasn't a clip show, this was a Mario appreciation episode. Which
Sure.
I really hope in the next episode it's him wearing the Zuo human outfit without the helmet, wearing an apron while he's cooking.
Please?
I was about to say, after he takes it off, you still see the Zuo human suit hanging up in the background. That needs to be there the rest of the show.
And they still
Agreed.
kept calling him Zyuohger Human the rest
Yeah,
of the
that was
episode.
great.
I liked how when he did the whole thing again, when he had to see it off, the eyes lit up.
Yeah.
Yep, just
Yep.
bing, and I'm like, how to do that?
I also really enjoyed, like, throughout the episode, he's like, oh, I want to join you and fight, and he, like, does a pose, and then in one shot he even, like, looks to the camera, and I'm like, I see you.
Yeah. And
Oh, he's hinting at the V Cinema that won't happen.
Zyuohger Human Visa.
oh, please.
Zyuohger returns.
Okay, I think it's 100% for sure Zyuohger isn't gonna get a V Cinema.
No.
Because guess what else is coming out in June?
What?
The Deca Ranger vs. Gavan movie.
Yay!
Gee, I wonder if they... No, they're not.
Oh,
If they do, good. If not,
They could still do Zyuohger Returns.
We
Go-Buster
we
did a
don't-
Returns movie.
yeah, but we... Oh yeah, the Hurricane movie came out the same year, did it not?
I don't know.
I don't fucking remember.
I liked that Mario was like looking at them in their Zoom-in forums. He's like, oh, so these tails aren't just like fashion accessories. Like touches Leo's tail, and he was like, tickles.
I wasn't crazy.
Oh my god.
So-
I wasn't crazy the whole
That will explain
time.
all the humongous crap in the washroom. Because animals dump like...
That's why the
fucking
bathroom
massive
smelled like fish.
I mean, Stella has been sleeping in the bathtub.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Mario, where do you shit?
In the woods.
Just in our house?
In the woods.
No, every
I'll
time
bring
he
a Ziploc.
every time he goes to take a shit, he dresses up like a bear.
Would not surprise me in the least.
All I got is some
Right?
sandpaper.
I can just say it like, Yamato, I'm gonna go take a shit. Do you have your bear costume? Already got it on. All right, have fun.
That will explain... To call back to like a later episode where Uncle
Call
Mario's
back to a
just
later
wa-
episode.
To like
Earlier.
earlier episode, man.
Later.
You know what I mean.
Call back to the finale of Zyuohger.
Garism confirmed.
Call back to the future.
Call back.
Back to the future.
Call back.
Go back to
Call back to
to
the
an
future
earlier
in
episode.
Frank's career.
As I was saying, basically, like call back to an earlier episode where Leo was looking out the window and just Uncle Mario just comes out. That will explain what he's doing. He was just outside taking a shit.
Take a shit.
It's just like when they get to the whole thing about Misao and he just goes right back to his fetal position.
No, and I looked at that and was like, but Misao,
But wait.
you were doing so
it's
well.
like, but hey, if you guys are humans and that's how Yamato got his powers, then what about Misao? He doesn't have a cube. Turns around, Misao's just down like, you made me think about the thing.
We don't talk about
Oh,
the thing.
come
We
on.
don't talk about the thing in front of
Don't
Misao.
talk about the fucking...
Come on, we made such great strides in therapy last week.
Yeah, I mean, he stood up to Leo.
I
Like,
mean,
he's like, you
all
want to fucking go
back
again,
to
motherfucker? And
I-
Leo's
I was
like,
speaking
alright.
Fucking hate you.
Speaking of which, they were playing a card
Yeah, they're
game.
playing a Ninja Zyuohger card game, and I was like,
To promote the movie.
yeah, I
To
know.
promote the movie.
One thing that we were talking about while we were watching this that really hasn't been brought up is, what the fuck kind of living situation does Misao have?
Yeah, that needed
His
to be...
own goddamn apartment.
That
Does he?
should
We don't know.
That
Maybe
should've been
he's-
the episode.
Well,
Maybe he's just
sleeping.
camping out by the lake where he was fishing.
I mean, there's that.
Yeah, you know, that spot where they hung him and beat him.
Oh,
which
my-
I'm sure he very much is happy to return to.
No, he's talking about the he's talking
Previous
about the
thing where he was
Zyuohger.
fishing and
No, I know.
yeah.
like I said, he has all those plushies of the Zyuohgers, and he just every night he just sits in front of them, just like,
He has a bedroom full of them.
all right,
has
guys,
a tea party with them.
all right, guys, how did I do today?
He just sewed a shit ton of them together, and there's just a room full of them.
Oh, no, he uses the Zyuohger plushies to vent, so he's just like, you know what, Tusk, I didn't fucking like that you called me out on that bullshit today.
I like all that shit on my pancakes.
There's just a garbage bag of Leo plushies with its head ripped
Looks
out.
at the Amu and Stella plushies, picks them up. Oh, don't worry, I could never be mad at you two.
Okay, you're taking the joke a bit too far.
No!
He made hug pillows of them.
Oh, pillows, yeah.
I was literally about to say, and he snuggles with a dakimakura of Yamato every night.
That too!
This episode is now titled Misao's Room.
Sure.
Yamato, you will always be my favorite of all of us.
Okay.
No, he like sewed together a 1/1 scale Yamato plushie.
It's just a photo of Yamato's face.
Yes.
Just with clips of Yamato's hair.
Now I have to shop a dakimakura with Yamato's face.
Yes.
Just the hand, like his
face on a girl's body.
like a smile or something with him smiling.
No, just Zuo Shark with Yamato's head.
I'll see what I can do.
There you go.
So yeah, that was pretty
You're
much
fucked
it.
up.
There's some shots about Azal.
Yeah, no, that was kind of cool. Like, no,
Narya's scanning him. It's like, there's foreign objects.
Yeah, apparently Narya's guns are scanners.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
Because aliens!
Yeah. So it's not that... No, so it's not that he was made of animal cubes, it's just Bard's cubes got mixed in with Azal.
Yeah.
So literally, he swapped the animal cubes for the purple cube that Bard's been like...
It was an accident.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're saying.
No, I know. It's just...
And apparently Azal has no memory before Genis revived him, which makes sense, because blah, 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 he fought Caddis.
Yeah, and Azal's just like, my chest hurts.
Yeah.
That's what we call gas.
And Larry and Bard are starting to figure shit out about Azal.
Bard's gonna die.
Yeah.
They hint to that, like, you drink, like...
Hey, Bard, how the hell are you capable of transforming without your zoom-in power?
And what else they brought up I like that they haven't addressed yet is why is yours different from the others?
Yeah.
Because we needed to sell more toys.
That's the actual reason, but that's not the in-universe reason.
God, Bard's gonna die.
Because he...
You know what I want to happen if Bard does die?
Hmm?
I want him to give his cube and that little last bit of his powers to Mario. He deserves it.
No.
So human confirmed?
No.
That would be awesome!
He doesn't have... If by the time he dies, I'm guessing he will not have any zoom-in power left to pass on.
Now...
Also,
I don't know.
Kai's actor will die for the 5th time.
Now,
right?
hang on now.
Yes, now I want this to happen.
I have... basically, I have read descriptions of the last 4 episodes of Zyuohger, except for the finale.
I'm excited because something I wanted to happen since the beginning of the show is going to happen.
I'm excited because spoilers.
Yeah, but...
We're not going to say what happens.
We're not going to say what happens, but I can 100% confirm Bard's not dying.
Oh.
Okay. Spoilers.
Anyways.
Let's
get on to the...
bigger spoilers. They go on, they mention next week Unsealed Dissolve because we know what the fucking sealed
Also,
that's cool.
Yamato's daddy issues, and there was a shot of Zuo Bird using the whale cube.
Well, that's how he's going to lose his power. He's going to draw all of his energy and everything.
He's going to fire a birdie beam.
Just fires it. No.
Bard's not gonna die, but he's gonna not be Zyuohger anymore.
This is Angry Bird. Just hits us all. Pieces of him fall off like 400 points, 300 points.
Reset levels.
Oh, there you go. We need to make a fucking Angry Birds Sentai game. It's just like all the different birds are just different bird Sentai members.
Angry Zoogers.
Angry Zoogers. That sounds more like a Zoo Ranger game.
Yeah, and just the
well,
pigs,
the joke name for the Zyuohgers is the Zoogers.
Yeah, and have the little bluebird that splits into 3 be Misao.
There you go.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. And splits up into Rhino, Croc, and Wolf.
Yeah.
Anyone who's listening who's an app maker, make it happen. Angry Birds.
Make it happen. Oh.
Anyways, let's move on to our feature.
I want to talk about one more thing.
Okay, go for it.
We get to see... next week we get to see Larry meet Uncle Mario, and of course he gives him fucking bananas too.
Yeah.
Because racist.
And Larry's just like, no, but even when
Okay,
Misao gave Larry the...
You want to talk racist?
I don't know, do I?
Larry in the first place.
Yeah.
Someone at Toei made a decision to make a gorilla with a Rastafarian hat speak Spanish.
Voice fight you.
He's a world traveler.
Amigo.
Yeah, he may have just gotten that hat from Jamaica or some
Like
shit.
someone, like I swear to God, the day they made that suit, someone in the script department and the costume department just were not talking to each other. Well, I'm gonna
see how you like having a Rastafarian gorilla.
We're gonna make this. Well, here in the script, we're gonna make this gorilla speak Spanish. He's gonna say "amigo" all the time.
Amigo.
Costume department, let's give him a Rasta hat.
Just some guy who has no idea about world cultures. Who speaks, what kind of fashion do Spanish speakers use? This looks right.
No! Alright, feature topic.
Featured topic.
I haven't watched this feature topic, so I'm bailing here.
What?
Because apparently this one's good, and I don't want spoilers.
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm gonna dip out. Later, guys.
How about you go watch it then?
I might.
Happy
Go
New Year,
watch it.
Raven.
Go watch it.
Go. What?
Oh.
Raven, no.
And then there were 4.
Joke's on him. He forgot his coat.
It's
Nice
my
coat.
coat now.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Wait! Raven left his coat here, which makes me leader!
This is my
So, aside from opening cutscene, whatever, basically the movie starts with us seeing Go's sleepy O-face. Christ.
Also, to verify, it's been 3 years since Drive, so...
Has it been
Yes.
3 years?
Yeah, this
3
takes
years.
place after the Mach novel as well. Because
Yeah.
that's about him
So,
traveling.
which means
Wait a minute,
that
I thought they took bits from the Mach novel
No.
and put them into this.
No, this is after.
They just make references.
Yeah.
So, like, that Kiriko and Shinosuke got married, had a kid, and that Gen proposed to Rina.
We'll watch this in order.
So,
Or we'll talk about
the
this.
movie basically opens with them having just rebuilt Chase's Roidmead body,
Proto-Zero.
Proto-Zero.
Where did they get the blueprints to that? I know my ways. Can I have the blueprints to the prototype Zero? Oh yeah, certainly.
Yeah, they're in the back.
Maybe they raided Bono's secret hideout or something.
They must
They're
have
the
done... They must have... Well, because most of it was developed with Rina's help, so it theoretically wouldn't be too hard for her to recreate it.
No.
I think Krim gave all the blueprints to her at some point.
I don't know. Well, it has been years. She could have started from scratch.
All I'll say is, God, this entire movie, like both portions, they've just been shitting on Krim's wishes of preserving this technology until it can be trusted with humanity.
Not preserving,
If
but
another
protecting.
Roid Mute.
Protecting.
Yeah.
If another Roid Mute attack happens.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, at the end of the show, Krim's like, this technology is too dangerous, I'm gonna seal it all away. Cut to this movie.
Rebuilt drive driver, rebuilt shift brace, rebuilt retool of the shift Trideron, rebuilt freaking Mach gun, morpher, and bike, and a new shift car. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you, Krim Steinfeld.
I ain't coming back for another 100 years.
Krim is
The
rolling
Krim?
in his
Nope.
pit right now.
Fuck you, I'm out.
Wow.
I hope Rita doesn't get a good hairstyle in this movie. Oh wait, that's my wish.
Wait, she has 3 of them.
She's dressed like Wick in the fucking 1960s the whole movie.
No, like you said, midlife crisis.
Yes,
Having a
absolutely.
midlife crisis.
That's absolutely what's happening.
Um,
Also the stress from the not being married for a year.
What is
So-
this, the 5-year engagement?
we got like this really funny shot where like Go collapses on the ground and then you just see like his leg twitch, but you just hear the.
No, that was
They-
just crotch,
They
man.
they play with that sound effect the whole movie, and it's bloody brilliant.
Oh yeah, no. The thing I love about Drive a lot was also its humor, just like the sound effects they use.
Yeah,
like,
because
when,
the belt had so
yeah.
many sound effects, they always used it well.
Like-
And another great example is when they used Deco Traveler for Gen, especially when he first shows up. It's so masterful.
But I think my favorite sound effect from this movie was when they used the viral cores for Chaser Cobra.
Oh yeah, when he stepped out the bath.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, we'll get into
My
that.
God.
But
Okay.
yeah, so they try to revive Chase, and so like they made a another driver with an AI in it that sounds like Krim.
That quote unquote sounds like Krim, but I think it might actually be his voice, just like trying to sound different.
No,
Yeah.
And goes like, what the fuck? Rena, I designed it like Krim. Just go in his head.
Yeah.
Okay, lady.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Awesome, but creepy.
Yeah, you could tell that they probably just got Chris Pepler to come in to record for like an hour, and then that was it. Because like,
all right, I need to go do my talk show.
I'm getting
full throttle, come on, Hato.
I'm getting paid more to do me than to be me.
No. It's like
10 points for anyone who gets that joke.
They probably called him and he's like, I have a cold. That works perfectly.
Yeah.
no, it's like
Come on, Hat.
Pretend to be someone pretending to be you.
hello. Yes, we need you to come back into the office and do some more voice clips. Just get the toy. Well, you heard the man. Let's go buy some drivers. And just in the recording booth, you see two guys just playing with the morpher doing voices.
So it was great because I already watched the Heart portion before these guys because I was watching on my tablet, but then my tablet crashed.
Oh
But,
my God, just
So they revived Chase, or so they think, but they accidentally revived Heart instead.
Somehow
and he's
in
in Chase's clothes.
And
Yeah.
I died.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering this whole time since the movie was announced what the context would be for reviving Heart, and I was so worried that it was going to be some stupid, convoluted miracle bullshit like in the Ghost Drive movie. But I have to say, I'm very impressed. They actually came up with a hilarious and plausible reason for Heart's return.
And at the end of the Heart portion, they explain like, oh yeah, that was just a strange anomaly that
Yeah.
happened.
Which is
Unexpected
perfectly acceptable in a sci-fi show.
It's so good.
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey.
But
Yeah.
not only
Sure.
did they revive Heart, but they also revived Brain and Medic as well, but they're trapped in the Shift Heartron.
But more or less, they don't have physical forms of
Yeah.
their own.
Oh, well, they can possess Heart's body if they want.
Which,
Again.
They
which
do.
made for some really great antics. Especially when you consider that Medic is inside of Heart.
Yeah, and she very much states that, and I'm just like...
You just know that when they were in the bath, she was just checking him out.
No, just in the bath.
And also Brain.
Medic.
I need my body back.
No, it's like, medic.
Don't reach down there.
She was the one in control during that scene.
Yeah, but then, so then, like, Heart's in the bathroom, he's like, okay, I need my body back. Oh, alright, and then just stands up, and then just, you see, like, rose
Toon
petals go,
Cobra.
yeah, Toon, Chaser, Cobra, and I'm just like,
Did Kamen Rider just make a dick joke?
Oh, we used to make Hitler jokes all the time, but now we can just make dick jokes. All right.
and then
I was
somehow
bored.
he...
It's a B cinema, alright.
And then, we see him in his, like, original clothes, which, like, we find out later, he can just kind of, like, will clothes on whenever he fucking wants.
Sure.
That.
And he's walking...
Clothes beam!
No, you know what the joke should have been?
Hmm?
It honestly should have been when Brain took possess of him. He wore Brain's clothes, and
then
he's
when Medic-
he's in Medic's outfit.
That was a complete missed opportunity.
No.
They already dressed him in stupid clothes this whole movie.
I loved it too because Brain's actor continues to just be like fucking amazing. So he's like freaking out. He's like, God, I fucking hate this. God, I can't fucking hold my handkerchief in this state. He's just like freaking out. That's why I would have loved if like when he took over Brain, like it would have been like awesome, like to do some like Deno type shit where like Hart was wearing like Brain's glasses and he had like the handkerchief or something, and then Medic like had like the hat on or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like, that would have been a neat little touch because like Hart can will clothes on because like Roid Mutes can do that because they can copy shit.
So Brain and Medic should have been able to do something similar.
But yeah, so
missed opportunity.
he's running down. He's like walking down like a runway for some reason because they're establishing.
no
Okay,
reason.
what do we need to do? No. It's to establish. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do right now. There's
This doesn't
something
mean
going
you
on.
need to do that there.
Whatever. And then who shows up? Then Gen, which this literally becomes a buddy cop movie, but with Hart and Gen, and
it's amazing.
it's awesome.
Wait a minute, who's the buddy in this situation?
Hart.
Heart and Brain.
Yeah, Hart, Brain, and Medic are the buddy in this fucking buddy cop movie.
Wait a minute. They're buddies, but they're robots. They're buddy-roids.
Oh,
Buddy Roid Mutos.
Buddy-roid mutos.
They're Brobocops.
Yes, so Gen shows up, and he has this device that literally lets him, like, shut his body down whenever he wants.
Which is interesting, because, like, when he first froze up, I was, like, for a second, oh, is he subject to slowdown now? But no, it's just Gen.
Right, because they made the damn noise for it.
Yeah.
And Gen's just like, don't fucking try anything, or I'll shut you down, bitch.
Dude, we all became good guys at the end.
Yeah, like
shit.
It didn't even register as a concern until Gen brought it up to me. Like, by that I mean, until Gen brought it up, it didn't even register to me as a concern that Heart might go rogue, because he very clearly is all about.
He accepted his death at the end.
This is a blight on the name of the Roid Mutes. I need to kill it.
Yeah.
Also, I acknowledge that we already lost to humanity.
Yeah, like, we, all 109 of us, including Chase, dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
108 or 109?
No, it was all 108 of us, including Chase.
No, it was 108 numbered ones, because 108 was the Paradox one from the movie. So, counting Chase, who's number 0, there are 109.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, alright, because he said in the movie, 109 of us, including Chase. I'm like, shouldn't that make it 110? No, it's 109.
No.
And
of course that doesn't include other ones like Lupin.
But yeah, so Hart wills his clothes on, like his detective clothes on, and then we just get this awesome fucking like buddy cop montage of them just running down in slow motion, and then there's like random schoolgirls are going, ooh!
Yeah, I looked away during that scene. I was like, man, that's a really weird siren noise. I look over.
And Ichi noticed that, like, as Heart's running, you just see the shift Heartron just, like, bouncing up and down on the shift brace.
Yeah, I'm like, that's one shitty prop.
Yeah, and it was just super funny. And then
prop? No, that was just a prototype toy.
Sure.
And then, like, Heart's like working with Heart and Medic trying to figure out, or Brain and Medic just trying to figure out, like, what the fuck to do. And while Gen's other, like, cop buddies are, like, making fun of him for, like, who's this fucking rookie?
You know what's funny? If you really think about it, in this movie, Brain is Heart's version of Krim.
Yeah.
Well, he is the one that comes up with the drive design.
Oh, that's what they should have done. They should have, like, put like,
Brain's face in the belt?
In the belt.
Another brilliant missed opportunity. It would have been kind of like Bono.
Like,
we don't have the...
No, I know.
Yeah, like give it green LEDs instead of red.
They don't have the budget to design a still face image for it, at least. Like Bono.
We have to use old props as much as possible.
They could have slapped a sticker on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they did when they couldn't CGI Krim's face onto the fucking belt.
We don't have the time, nor the money.
You don't have time or money.
I know I don't. I'm gone.
Maybe spend 5 seconds less on the sweeping running shot.
All the fucking pan shots in this movie.
God, it was like J.J. Abrams with fucking lens flares.
It's like they're trying to pander to us.
Okay, you get a point for that.
Yeah, but I love that, like, Gen's cop buddies are like, wow, like, this guy's better than you. He's like, Gen's like, yeah, he's freaking taller, he's faster, and he's more handsome than I am. And then they start, like, they're, like, laughing at him, they leave, and then they go, peek out the corner again, start laughing, and then Gen's just like, oh, I hate you so much!
Like, okay, they're right, but those guys are assholes.
Well, yeah, let's all be adults about this.
Well, they made fun of him even when he was part of the Special Crimes Unit because he's like, you're an embarrassment to the Force.
Not nearly that much.
No, they were basically making fun of him because, they didn't believe in Roid Mutes.
That too.
I don't think, did they even know that he was a Roid Mute? But the thing is, the whole Roid Mute thing got proven, so they have no reason to think he's stupid aside from the fact that he is stupid.
Yeah. But so they figure out that the Roid Mute, like 5886, which is literally just every single number added.
It's from 1 to 108.
Yeah.
Added together.
Is targeting all the humans that were copied. The Roid Mutes that were copied.
Because he's trying to create the perfect human.
It's more like he's a fragment of each of their data, so he's grasping at straws to try and reassemble into a singular life form.
Perfect. He wants to be like the perfect Roid Mute.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the really interesting thing is his head is actually a kit bash of all 3 unevolved Roid Mutes: the Bat, the Cobra, and the Spider.
I did like his design. How it was like a mishmash of all the 3 forms.
Yeah.
Kept making this fucking like sound all the time. That was fucking annoying.
Although the fact that he was using the heads of the unevolved roid mutes kind of served to discredit the intimidation factor of him. Like, I get it was like a kit bash and he was kind of zombie-like, but like the monsters that we saw throughout the course of Drive with those forms, very, very few of them were genuinely intimidating until they got their evolved forms. So, looking at a kit bash of all three of them, it's like, you don't look that scary.
Yeah.
I will say, though, the essentially the roid mook, as I'm going to call it, is my favorite, like, grunt design.
I don't know, nothing beats Riot Troopers for me, man. Best mooks.
Oh, no, man. Nothing beats the ghouls from Ghost.
Design-wise, my favorite is still the crows.
I also like
Zyuohger.
I like the Dustards, too.
Well, no, we're talking about Kamen Rider ones.
I don't know.
Is that
so
Troopers?
I would have to go with Riot Troopers then.
So
Yeah,
his first target is
no. My favorite Rider mooks, Kamen Rider Mage.
Oh.
His first victim is Medic's human.
Hattori Misuzu.
Well, technically second.
Yeah, not first.
Okay.
That's the first guy.
Oh yeah.
The guy that was jogging, and then he's like, "Surprise, freak! Thanks."
Surprise, freak. Yeah, and then so they like start fighting or whatever like that, and then he's just Heart's like, he goes super evolved somehow, even though he's in a type body.
He just takes at the. It's like Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. It's like Kaioken. It's design wise, but doesn't have the power.
Okay.
He even said that himself. This body is weaker than.
It has no weapons and it can't produce slowdown.
Oh, that's true.
That too.
Okay, yeah, because honestly, Heart was a fucking broken ass being. Like, he was really powerful.
Yeah. Because if he had all his powers, there'd be no reason for him to become a rider.
So So they all decide, wait a minute, why don't we just turn into Drive? We have a belt.
Okay, let's research the Brain. Look up everything that was on Drive. Oh, okay, well, he was red, but he was black too.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that they looked him up. It's that
Brain used his memorized combat data of Drive and sort of meshed it more than it needed to be, and kit bashed it into type, speed, wild techniques.
It's funny how they did mention formula, but he's like, oh, I hate that one.
No, but I like to call this form just Gen's Drive, because that's literally
You mean the Gen Drive from Gun Calibur?
Sure. But no, this is what Gen's interpretation of Drive was in the show for him, because he only saw red body, black legs, green head.
Yeah.
And
I gotta say, the form is fucking ugly.
It is ugly.
Ugly, but I love it, and that's why I took apart my 3 TK Drive figures and made the figure.
Those poor figures.
And speaking of getting taken apart, this form promptly gets its shoulder and tire ripped the fuck off.
Here's the thing. He rips off the tire and tosses it at Gen, but the tire's full.
It becomes a full tire.
Yeah, because that's what happens.
Damn.
Well, we've seen that before the tire hits Drive, it is a full tire.
No, it's like,
right, but we don't see the inner of the tire fly out, so that means it's just Shinosuke with an entire tire through his chest.
What I headcanon to believe it is that the system is programmed so that when the tire touches the suit, the inner part of the tire just vanishes, and then when it's no longer in contact with the suit, it returns.
Mm-hmm.
Or like it condenses into the outside of the wheel, and then when it's removed, it like springs back out.
Sure, that.
Man, what a wheeler! You should have used a kunai with chain.
Kunai with chain.
I was about to say it, Joey Wheeler.
But yeah, so he gets his fucking ass kicked, and, like, he realizes, like, oh, and again, it's just, like, pissed off at him or whatever, and he's just like, oh, all my shit's being, like, my life's being ruined because of you, and, like, you know, Rena's mad at him because, like, he keeps saying, like, oh, I'm a cop, like, you know, I don't have to subject myself to this shit, and she's like, oh, get with this fucking I'm a cop bullshit, like, blah, 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 like.
Now I just can't imagine Gen without Joey Wheeler's voice. How dare you! You ruined my life!
You know what bugged me about the scene where Heart henshins in this first time? Up until that shot, he's been wearing the driver the whole time. But then, as his golden heart form, he decides
he puts
put on the belt again.
It's like, isn't that the thing that's keeping you alive?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it was more like when he turned into the heart form, because the air quote waist is a lot bigger than a human body, the belt kind of like fell off, and because he still has the shift car, which technically does have all of their cords in it, is still on him.
Yeah.
That's what's keeping him sentient.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be like the fucking Overwatch shit, where as long as the belt's near him, he's fine.
Sure.
Yeah. And then Hart at this point is just like thinking like, oh, I'm so fucking weak, I can't do anything. And then, lo and behold, Shinosuke comes out of nowhere and gives him a pep talk.
There was just something missing from Shinosuke. Like
Yeah, some of his hair.
Yeah, driver.
Also, some of his hair. He had a haircut.
I think it was the hairstyle and just he was wearing all black. Like it honestly felt like they removed a character, like a characteristic from him.
What really bugged me about him having that weird haircut is his ears stick the fuck out.
Yeah, thanks for making me fucking notice that. I couldn't stop looking at his ears. And I'm like, God damn it.
I don't know, it felt odd.
Well, I understand because he's moved on. He's not Kamen Rider Drive anymore. He's moved on into his career. And also,
he has a family.
He has a family.
Yeah.
So
It still just feels odd.
honestly, and like this was in the mock portion of the movie too, I'm glad Shinosuke was in this movie.
I was not expecting it.
No.
I didn't think he'd be here.
I thought he was just going to be in the Heart portion, and he showed up in mock, and I was like, oh, sick.
Yep.
But yeah, so he gives him Heart a pep talk, and he's just like, well, Gen is stronger than you. You are weak. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, but you have to like find your own strength, blah, 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 blah.
We can do it.
Basically, the lesson was Gen was a better human.
So then they realize that, oh no, Gen's mentor Tachibana is going to be the next one targeted.
Because he's the only one who hasn't been taken into protective custody.
Yeah, and everyone else was, including Heart's human.
A good bit of detective work on Gen's part because he immediately remembered that 065 was Judge, and he remembered that it was Tachibana, and he remembered that he brought flowers to that spot under the bridge all the time.
Yeah, because that was a colorful commercial episode.
Yeah. What was Heart's human's name?
Yeah, that was actually an interesting thing, too. They mentioned that the human that Heart copied, his name was Hiroi Shinzo, which is funny because Shinzo means heart.
Yeah.
And they also mentioned Brain's human, Kineta Mitsuharu.
Didn't we ever... Yeah, we met Brains.
Yes, we did meet his human.
But did we?
Yeah.
Wasn't his human dead?
I don't think...
when Bono was trying to get Heart's human to...
the test subject.
Yeah. Well, no, it was Heart's human was like a company. He owned a company, and he was trying to get funding.
Yeah.
But Heart's human was like, "No, this is stupid."
Right, I
Go
remember
away.
that now.
Yeah.
And then
decided I was so pissed off at you. I'm gonna make my first fucking Roid Mude based off you. Oh, and give him emotions.
Well, he wasn't.
Like he
wasn't the first one. He was number 2. Freeze was number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bono made Heart as his rage stuffed animal.
Yeah.
He made him look like him, and then he tortured him.
And they gave him emotions so he could feel fear and pain, and then that's when Krim was just like...
fear,
and then that's when Krim was just like, no, too far.
Actually, a lot of fear and pain.
Kamen Rider Heart Mach. That's going in the Christmas album.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. So, let's talk about how fucking awesome it was when Gen decided to intercept the Roid Mude by jumping off a fucking bridge!
In his pajamas!
In pajamas, barefoot!
Badass!
Honestly, he should have gotten a police driver in this movie.
Yeah!
I think that would have been a cool little thing.
No, that's just...
You know what I want to happen? I want someone to do Kamen Rider Abridged and do this movie just so they can have the cheap, stupid joke of Gen jumping from Abridged.
If there's anything this movie needed, it was a bridge.
Duh.
No, and then Gen starts fighting in the mud, and he gets all muddy, and I'm just like, oh man, Gen's now a no good dirty cop.
Yep.
That made me
look, he's fighting dirty.
He's fighting dirty. He's a fucking dirty cop.
And if he was a rider, he'd be riding dirty.
You know what scene I didn't like from this movie from Gen?
Oh,
sorry, what was that, Noble?
The scene I didn't like in this movie from Gen is when he's promptly running out of the hospital room.
Yep.
He's a badass, and Rena's in the background like calling and like crying.
No!
I was like, at first I was like, man, you go, Gen, and then in the back of my mind I'm like, he's a dick. That's his wife.
Well, not wife
Fiance.
yet.
Well, future wife.
But yes.
That was a super funny. I'm like, he's not going to explode or something.
It's fine. He learned his lesson in the end.
I mean, he's going to fight a roid mute as a human. As a
He hasn't done
human.
before.
And then I love... This is why I've always loved Gen as a character, just because his determination and just willpower is just so fucking strong. And, like, even when Heart's like, oh, freeze me, like, I'll help you fight, he's like, fuck you, I don't need your goddamn help. I'm gonna do this myself. And I'm just like, oh, Gen, I love you so much. You're my favorite Special Crimes Unit member.
You could just say Tokujo-kan.
Whatever.
But then Heart decides that, like, oh, if the three of us all channel our energy together, we can turn to drive one last time. But it means killing us all. Again.
So Brain promptly kit bashes the actual form from his combat data of type Trideron, I guess. And lo and behold, fire all cores. Drive type Miracle. Hato za Kamen Rider.
Yeah, and what's cool is it's not just like it's a combination of both Trideron and Heart's design, which I honestly like. I really grew to like this fucking form. I think it's badass. The horns, I don't even fucking care about the horns. The horns are just part of Heart's design, so that's what that is.
My opinion has not changed. I still don't like it.
Okay.
Now, where's the shiny?
I like that he still has, like, Heart's one arm still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's the shiny?
That actually brings up something interesting. Since Heart was a golden evolved roid mute, this form should have been gold.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where's the shiny?
Yeah.
No, but Hearts are red and stuff. So.
Well,
he's not red anymore. He's
technically,
golden.
all three of them were super evolved.
Yeah.
They all no. He became Super Saiyan God, where he's red.
You know how we talked about how, like, when he changed to Brain and Medic, there should be changes. There should have been Kamen Rider Heart type Hato, type Brain, type Medic.
Well, he had those.
Type brain he
And then have, like, the Crim eye changes in the helmet or something.
Yeah.
He had the viral Kakimazeru, so
Which was cool.
yeah. And because like Medic uses hers and then says something, and then Brain's just like, "What do you think of my amazing technique and stuff?"
As he's using poison liquid as a whip.
Yeah,
Which was
Well,
really
I mean, that was
weird
Brain's
but
thing.
interesting.
No, but that was Brain's thing. He had poison. So
Yeah, but
Or no,
it
here's a
didn't
better
actually have-
one.
Sorry, go ahead. No.
Here's a better one. You know how the dead heat tire on the TK figure is split in half?
Yeah.
Have a tire that's split into thirds. One third's red, one third's green, one third whatever the fuck is Medic's color.
Yeah.
And have that on the Triton instead, and have the front color change depending on the form.
Mm-hmm. So he does a cool rider kick, and then after that, which was actually I thought this was a pretty cool shot. Like you see, like again, just be like, "Oh fucking yeah, you did it!" He's like running towards him, and then you just see Heart just like collapsing on the ground, and then you just see like Gen just like stop and be like, "Oh my fucking god!" And
But then there's continuity here where you see the cores above Heart's body, with Heart being in a core again, but he's still talking from his mouth.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That's like
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the two scenes in this collective movie that I call bullshit on.
I didn't care. Whatever.
But I'll let it pass because it lets Gen say his goodbye and the "I'm sorry I was such an asshole" moment.
Exactly.
And then Heart accepts Gen as another one of his other friends he made for human.
I have two friends.
And then
now I am the dead.
And then just like after he says that, he like you just see a shot of like Shinosuke like watching them in the distance, and I just wanted to see like triggered. Fuck you, I'm his only friend.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then as the cores are flying away, Brain's like, maybe next time I'll be the Kamen Rider.
What is this, a Team 4-star joke with Yamcha? Who knows? Maybe I'll become the next Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and Medic's just like, shut the fuck up, and then he just disappeared. And I was like, oh.
I want a Kamen Rider Brain.
No, you know what I want? Kamen Rider Brain, Kamen Rider Medic. We need more
Drive
female
Gaiden.
riders in this shit.
Drive Gaiden, Brain and Medic.
Actually, that'd be really cool.
I'm still waiting for Gaiden 3, Bravo, and Gridon.
It's not.
Yes.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah,
4 years.
Gaim's done.
So it's been 10 years for Den-O, but we're still getting new shit.
That's because we have suits. They don't age.
You know what? We'll get Bravo Grid on in.
Excuse me, have you seen the double suit recently?
No.
Watch the Ryder Gachet thing.
Oh yeah,
For,
I watched a bit of it.
Oh, Raven's
Hi,
back.
Raven.
Double.
Oh, you forgot your coat. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
fucked
establish
it.
whoever has Raven's coat is the new leader.
Oh, well, shit.
There's
Well,
jizz.
I'm taking it back. Now,
So
fuck
then
off.
Heart changes
There's-
to Kamen Rider type brain, and then lots of cool shit happens.
I jizzed on it.
Chase dies again.
Jizzed on his coat.
Are we gonna die? I think so. But I think this was the end. But we'll get to meet God. I think so. Hey, Medic, you're gonna meet God.
And then what's cool is like Gen and Rena, they like make up, and then they're like searching for.
Wait a minute, they become Sailor Scouts?
Sure. They search for Rena's, engage her
Even
Rena,
I wouldn't make a joke that shitty.
which she tossed in Rage, and
And the shift
Ride
crosser.
Crosser found it.
Yeah.
And then Mach. Oh yeah, Mach's in the movie.
Well, yeah, no. What happened? What I like about this is it literally transitions like immediately to the Mach movie, which is cool. Like no title sequence or anything. It's just
I kind of didn't like that. I wanted there to be titles.
Yeah.
um.
But no, Mach's like, oh look, I found. Wait, did that just thing move by itself?
Ba-bum.
Literally end of.
Okay, so we'll briefly go over this just because like we don't have too much time left because it's almost like 1 a.m.
Is it?
Yeah.
So basically, the Mach movie is about Go trying to foster a relationship with Nishihori Reiko,
Oh my fucking.
who was in the show as the daughter of Nishihori Koya, who was the guy who was the copycat killer from the Protodrive special episode 0, and he was in the show a couple times as well.
And-
So this
And wasn't she the chick with the hand sticker roid Mewtwo?
yeah, she was one
that
of the
he was
fusion
kind of falling
Rangers.
for?
Yeah. And in the
Yeah.
and in the episode that we talked about that, I praised her for like her amazing acting in that fucking episode because just goddamn she was amazing.
But the
And this still showed in this fucking movie.
I'm really glad that this was the idea because this show and movie, the people writing for Drive and Dreno just did a really, really good job of expanding their side characters.
You
Yeah.
know, unlike Driving Ghost.
Because this was, they said it a lot, but this was about Go trying to foster a relationship with a woman who, like himself, was the daughter of a terrible monster.
Daddy didn't love me. I killed my own dad.
No, I'll kill yours. That's basically the plot of the movie.
No, but we gotta talk about.
I'll kill the robot clone of your dad.
We gotta talk about the thing that I can relate with the most. Go, just
Trying too hard?
Yes.
no.
Go tried too
No,
hard
no.
at the beginning of the movie to basically ask her out.
Hey, I'm gonna visit you all the time, and I made you some gloves, and I found you a cheap place to live, and I bought you a cell phone, and I'm giving you some money, and I've invited you the day that you're out of prison to a amusement park in the middle of the night. It's really creepy. There's a lot of lights, which took way too long to set up.
I'm gonna do backflips.
I'm gonna do many flips, and then
then
ask
we'll
you
pay
what's up.
plumbers.
I was gonna say it's not that Go was trying too hard. It was just I'm sorry, Gar. It wasn't that Go was trying too hard. It was just Go was being Go.
Yeah, he likes to be flashy,
He
so he was
being
being flashy.
going overboard.
That was one of the themes of the movie, was him trying to take off the mask of being a showman.
Gee, Gar, it's like, you know, when he first debuted his Mach.
Then
He went
yes.
overboard with
His
that
first
shit.
henshin was on a stage with
But-
fireworks.
But when else was he flashy throughout the series? Aside from his roll call.
No, but just that's how Go's always been. He always just was a show off. He tried to be better than everyone else.
Every time he competed with Shinosuke at detective work and taking photos and
Yeah,
everything.
so it wasn't even that he did like a flashy performance every time. It's just that that's Go's character. He was always just
But just
overboard.
like I was just saying, when you pile up everything that he did, that would
She
scare
runs off.
That would scare off anyone.
yeah. We were just like, oh, she's just gonna like turn around and walk away.
bails!
And just, you see, yeah, it was just like in Aladdin with just Genie. It's not a hero.
And the funniest joke of all, Go runs to his sister for freaking... It's like... No.
And then when she starts lecturing him, he doesn't like it.
No.
What were you
No,
expecting?
no. Then there was the thing that Kiriko said. You try too hard again. Did you say again?
He's done this before with other ladies.
That will explain the cheerleaders in the marching band there.
You had cheerleaders!
Also, we got to see Edgy, and I was like,
Baby
there's little
Edgy.
baby Dark Drive!
Oh,
Yay!
he's gonna grow up and come back to the past and try and kill Daddy.
He's gonna grow up, live in a post-apocalyptic future run by Krim,
and then be murdered by a robot.
Murdered by a Roidmude who copies him and goes back to the past to try to kill his dad.
Yeah.
Man, I thought Future Trump...
I will say that was like a nice little touch to show Edgy, but the breastfeeding scene seemed kind of forced.
No, you know
we didn't need that.
Another thing I genuinely did not expect out of this movie.
But I was fine with, because you know what?
I mean, compared to the softcore porn that is the Chase movie.
No, just...
This is innocent compared to that.
But yeah, it's like, you see the baby crying, and I'm sitting there on the couch, like, we're all watching this together. I'm like, oh, fuck, there's a baby here.
And I'm like, yeah, it's Edgy!
It's a baby.
I think they're taking the term child actors a little far.
No.
And then the breastfeeding scene happens, and me and Ichiro are both like, oh.
Because...
Oh.
Yeah, because as we confirmed
I'm sure Savage Caster would like to be that baby right now.
Because as we confirmed that the Ghost Drive movie is non-canon as all fuck.
I will make it canon.
No.
I will
And that
fire it out of the cannon.
Shinosuke and Kiriko got married in the Mach novel, so...
Sure.
Yeah.
Got you proof?
Where's the novel.
I don't know.
Show me the page in the sentence that describes their wedding cake.
Sure.
Find us the novel.
So then later on, there's just like this really just funny scene where just like Go's like holding just the Chaser signal bike, and he's just like, "Geez, Chase, where do you think I should go?" Into you. Just like holds it up to his ear and just goes into you. And
That
he's
was
like,
great.
"Yeah, you're right, Chase." So I'm just like,
I think you're officially nuts, Go.
Wow, like father, like son.
You could say that he's going nuts.
Oh!
Wait, what did
Could
you
say he said he's going nuts. Could say he's chasing ghosts.
Ghosts! Let's go! First, second time. No more puns! I always knew his head was full of rocks.
But yeah, we were wondering most of this movie why Go still has the ride mocker, but it's safe to assume at this point that Rina built everything again.
Why? He doesn't have the Mach driver. Why the fuck does he need the ride mocker?
Because he needs a vehicle.
Just ride a normal bike.
No.
Go
But that's
doesn't
not
do normal.
flashy.
Yeah, Go doesn't do normal.
No. And the funniest thing that I think of is like, Reno rebuilt the motorcycle. Still has Gatling gun on the front of it.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you need a Gatling gun on the front of a motorcycle?
To shoot pedestrians out of the way.
Yep.
It's for laser tag.
Yes. We're playing tag with laser.
So this becomes like a frame game murder mystery thingy where like people are being strangled or got strangled to death by like hair, which was fucking weird.
This is reminding me of Inuyasha.
I was thinking
Lane.
that too.
Lane,
Yes.
how far are you in JoJo?
I haven't watched part 4 for a while now, so I gotta really finish it.
Have you seen the
I've seen Crazy Bitch Lady with the
yes,
hair stand.
that's all I thought when I saw this movie. I was
know.
like,
I was also thinking Yura of the Hair
like
from Inuyasha.
The early episodes of Inuyasha.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's some bullshit where like Rico's getting framed for all these murders, and so Go's like, no, she's innocent. And they fall down a hill, Go gets injured, and then they end up in like a warehouse or something.
That's after he stalks her apartment.
Yeah, stalks her for a while.
Well, it can't really be stalking. He's the one that found her apartment.
Yeah.
That's true. That's still weird though. But then
it's not.
But then when they're at the warehouse, we find out exactly who the culprit is. It's not exactly Nishihori Koya because he's not around. It's actually the Roidmude who copied him.
005.
0, go.
Yeah, 00 go.
So it's Go versus Go.
Yep.
Mahagogo!
Oh!
And then just the amazing thing
yeah,
happened.
basically the reason why he's still alive is because in the Heart movie, when Heart Rider kicked the Roid Mude,
It didn't kill his core.
it didn't.
Kill the 5 core.
Yeah, the 5 core
The
survived.
5 core escaped the body.
And then
Which makes sense because last time they fought him was in the Protodrive special because Protodrive couldn't destroy cores.
Yeah.
So then Reiko decides, oh, I'm a daughter of a monster. I'm
cursed. I don't deserve to be
I don't
happy.
deserve to be happy or anything. So I'm gonna take this knife and I'm gonna go kill myself. I'll go here. Bye.
And then there's some really interesting allegory symbolism where
yeah.
she runs out of the warehouse and into the light.
Yeah. Ichi knows that. The guy who goes to film school is like, fuck, I didn't catch on that.
And then just we see
okay.
Go there.
No, just guy, please just mention. Yeah. Okay, so again, we're all just watching this last night. I'm like, and Chase is gonna show up and give Mach a pep talk. Chase shows up
5 seconds after you said that.
I'm like, oh my god, I was kidding.
And then it turns out it's not Chase, it's this human, Kano Goichi.
It's Kano Goichi.
And I'm like, yay, he's in the movie!
He has different hair, so we can...
Although, I have to say, I must sadly report that they did not give Kano Koichi the Chaser belt like I've been hoping and praying.
No.
He wouldn't know how to use it.
They can teach him! How hard is it to use? Put belt on, put bike in belt. Bam!
This is what weirded me out. So... maybe you guys can help me fully understand what was happening here. So he gives him a pep talk, goes outside, the Ride Mocker's there, and he's like, oh, by the way, Rena made your belt and your gun. Here you go. And then, for some reason, goes like, oh, thanks. Punches you.
Because he was going to arrest him.
Oh, was he going to arrest him? Why did he bring his gear if he was going to arrest him?
No, because he's like, oh, we compensated all your stuff.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't that she just built them. They got it.
They were already with the motors.
Oh, okay.
They were confiscating it, and also they were going to arrest him because he helped her get away from the police.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I wasn't paying attention to that.
You're a wanted fugitive now.
And then, so he proceeds to punch him in the stomach, knocking him out. He's like, sorry.
But I was going to give you this!
But then the Ride Crosser shift car shows up again. And then, what's his name? Chase's
Yeah, Kano eyes glow purple. And I'm like, oh, gee, I wonder what
that
means.
Hey, Chase.
Chase confirmed.
Chase confirmed. And then they go to an abandoned warehouse where Mach's neck is...
Yeah, Mach gets hanged. And I was like... Yeah. Whoo! And then you just all this talk between Nishihara and or what's Nishihara?
Just say 005.
Yeah, so 005 and Reiko, and they're talking. And you just see Go's body just still dangling from the ceiling.
Yeah, that was like really creepy and kind of distasteful.
And then,
but you know what's even worse than that?
He was
a little bit later. The 005 pulls him even harder, and you hear his neck snap. Yeah, so he could be dead.
And after that is when they show the shots of him in the background while 5 is still talking.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's super fucked!
So then Reiko, uses the Severin shooter, shoots him down, and then...
Oh, yeah, before
that should have killed him.
When Go is first hung up by the hair, he's holding the fucking Zenrin shooter, and I'm like... You're holding a gun! Shoot something!
Well,
and then he just drops it.
Well, no, when you're being constricted that much with hair and, losing...
With hair, specifically.
Yeah, losing air, practically, not a whole lot of brain function.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only answer we've got.
It's a logical one.
But yeah, and then somehow Go is actually alive the entire fucking time. I don't know how.
He's a showman. He
plot
faked his death.
Plot armor.
That too.
I guess.
Yeah, after getting his neck snapped, he's still alive.
God, even a death ghost still wants to put on a show.
I just love how there was, after that happened and he comes back, the movie does zero explanation for that.
Well,
we're just supposed to believe... I got better.
So yeah, then he transforms into Mach, fights a bit, decides...
And he doesn't say, let's henshin, which I noted, but he says it later.
And then he's like, oh, shit, I don't know what the fuck to do, and everything's on fire and
Transport
stuff.
truck comes barging in.
And then explodes.
Yeah, thanks.
Fuck!
What happened? I don't know, it was oh, shit!
And then turns around, looks over, and there's Chase. And actually, it's Chase possessing Kano.
Yeah.
Chase, is that you? Yes. I have been reprogrammed.
And without any brain damage.
Here's the shift car. Just tosses it into the fire.
Shit! Alright, I'll be back with another one.
Shit. 2 years later. Okay, but I got another one.
Okay, yeah, and so he's like, yeah, let's fight together one last time, or whatever like that, and then,
I was totally expecting the shift car to just have Chase's voice and go, okay, go.
And then, no, it should
just have Chase be the Crim to go.
It should have been, me too!
Yeah.
So then he transforms into Kamen Rider Mach Chaser, which
I have now pre-ordered.
Yeah, and
I
just
love
for
the
those who
form.
haven't distinguished it yet, the blue form in this movie is Kamen Rider Mach Chaser. The one that's white and silver from the Bono fight in the show is Chaser Mach.
Can I borrow your
but
homework?
differentiated.
Yeah, just copy it differently so
Yeah.
that it's not the exact
Just up a
same.
little bit.
And just like with Kamen Rider Heart, my opinion on Mach Chaser is still unchanged. I don't like it, even though it's blue, even though it's Chaser. I don't like the result.
Love the eyes.
I grew.
The eyes are the only good part
like,
for me.
I grew to love it.
So, yeah, he proceeds...
You know what would have made it better? If it came with the axe.
Nah, that's locked up in storage.
Another missed opportunity.
Yeah,
locked
they
up in-
didn't use the Shingo axe.
Well,
You know
here's the
what?
thing. Here's
it
the
should
thing.
have been the
Here's-
brake gunner.
Here's the thing. The brake gunner and the Shingo axe were both completely independently developed from Signal Chaser. When Chaser got the axe, it was something that Rena created after the fact. It was not tied to the Signal Chaser bike
That's
Oh,
true.
right. It was tossed in with the,
with the Ride Chaser.
Yeah,
all the
with Crim. Yeah, with Crim.
Yeah.
But it still would have been nice because when Chaser died in the first episode in Drive,
Yeah.
Go used the axe as like a "this is for me and my friend" moment.
Yeah.
So it would have been kind of nice if before
That's because
came
it
with
was
the axe.
That's because it was already there because of Chaser.
Right.
But knowing what we know about the Shingo axe, there was no justifiable reason for him to pull it out of his ass. If they had actually manufactured a separate copy of it, that would have been perfectly fine. But no one mentioned that. It didn't happen.
So the Rider kicks 005, destroys him, and does this sweet thing where, like, the core is still around, but he, like, grabs the core, and I was just yelling, like, crush it in your fucking fist, and just...
Bam.
It was
Or
so
when he uses
satisfying.
the Zenrin shooter as an actual tire on the ground.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was fucking cool. So then he saves Reiko. Everything's all good.
They make up.
They decide they're still like, oh, I haven't given up on like reviving you yet, Chase. We'll meet again someday.
And he goes off into the distance just like Eiji on his quest to save Ankh. Which led me to my idea. There needs to be a movie where Go revives Chase and Eiji revives Ankh.
Please.
Kamen Rider Gaiden, Ankh, and
Ankh
Chaser.
Chase movie.
Ankh and Chaser.
Both at the end of the movies, they both Gen and Go both say that they'll see them again.
And
Doesn't which, isn't that what life is? Even
wanting
when you
to
die,
see your dead friends again.
you'll always again. It's never goodbye. You'll see them again someday. Just when.
And then this is what our thumbnail for the episode's gonna be. So we just see like Reiko and like sneaks a kiss in with Go, which that was like the end of the movie, but it was super fucking sweet. But you just see Rena, Gen, and Q just all like singing like, oh look at that, like oh Gen, we should kiss, yeah okay, and then you just see Q just like.
Yeah, me too.
He like puckers his lips and like licks his lips too, and I'm just like, oh,
I have
cute.
a creep, and that creeped me out.
I'm glad you've acknowledged your Creeper Caster title.
You have literally become one with your bad self.
Yep.
Thank you.
So does Creeper Caster just have like a pencil thin mustache on the helmet?
One of
That's his power-up.
our fans, Eric, he messaged me today. He's like, how's your workout going? I'm like, oh, it's going really well. Like, I'm really feeling it and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, you should add a buff caster to one of your forms. I'm just like, maybe.
Okay. We gotta stop coming up with all these power-ups.
No.
Definitely.
I remember
not.
with Noble actually, we thought up neutral caster or gray caster.
What?
So I'd just be like, neutral and monotone, gray caster, light tread.
Oh.
What
Yeah,
do you
but
love?
we technically have a great caster, even though he was only on one episode.
Ooh.
Great.
He was.
He was
Yeah.
a fan from overseas.
He wasn't great caster. He was just great.
Yeah, he didn't want a caster name.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So it ended with like a nice, passionate, romantic kiss, and I thought that was really adorable. And I loved this movie. Watching the heart portion the first time, I was like, okay, this was kind of like silly and then just. But watching it again made me really go, no. There was a lot to take from this movie that was serious, but also.
Did you enjoy? Did you enjoy watching it again?
Yes.
I reached real hard for that. I hope y'all appreciate it.
I really liked this V Cinema. I liked both movies. Both characters got extremely good character development. The Mach movie heavily impressed me more than I thought.
I like the Mach part a lot more.
Oh yeah, no, the Mach portion was a lot better. But
I would actually say that I enjoyed the heart portion more.
Like Heart was more
Same.
comedic, where Mach was more of a dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh, jinx.
Sure.
Can't stop. You can't talk.
Itchy.
It was a good
Damn
it was a good balance. That's the point.
Yeah.
I liked the movie as a whole. It was great. Like I said, the people writing for Drive really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that we can get a good V cinema out of Kamen Rider Spectre.
Yeah.
I'm not getting my hopes up. Because this is such a disappointment.
At this point, I'm just looking forward to what kind of summer movie we're gonna get out of X-Aid.
Oh my god, it's gonna be good!
Nintendo Land.
Kamen Rider X Wreck-It Ralph.
No.
No.
But that was the episode. I think it's time to wrap up here. This is Radio Sentai Castranger episode 134. For real, this is episode 134, right?
Yes.
Okay, it is episode 134.
You're right,
for
this
real.
week. For realsies.
Am I 100? Yeah, I am. I was one off the last.
So
I'm just making sure.
Noble, thank you for joining us.
I'm always glad to be on.
Yep.
Hopefully we can have Crunchman on next week.
We'll
that'd
see.
be cool.
As usual, everyone listening, thank you for listening and watching and subscribing to our recently established YouTube channel. We have a custom URL on it now because we're over 100 subs. Check out our Patreon. Check out all the rewards that we have on there. And consider pledging to help us make the show better for you. You can find all of our crazy hijinks at our hub website, castranger.podbean.com. Make sure you check out our Facebook group where we post funny stuff that we see. And
occasional fan art.
Yeah, fan art. We got some neat fan art from Dreamcaster recently.
And Noble.
Yeah.
Noble made some cool stuff.
You posted an interesting interpretation of radio.
I couldn't think of anything good because I didn't know what you guys' Zords were because it's like...
I'm going to go ahead and let you know that if you subscribe to the Patreon, there is an unblurred shot of radio available.
Even if you donate $1, Noble,
yeah,
you're good.
Just waiting for Noble to drop the F-bomb.
And also, since Noble's here right now, I'm going to relay this message to him and also Crunchman. Get X-Bones! Please!
Okay, thank you all for watching, listening, subscribing, even giving us a taste. We appreciate every one of you guys.
Taste? What the fuck?
Like sampling the podcast or at least looking at the website.
I was like, do we have a flavor?
Yeah,
it's 1 a.m. I'm tired.
Go.
Well,
I'm going to go play Gears of War 4 because I have a free drop pack. I'm out.
I'm going to go
Caster
pass out.
Bye.
We love you all. Bye-bye.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them.
Yeah.
And have a wonderful night. Or have a wonderful day, people.
See you later.
Have a wonderful day, people.
Bye.
Oscade.
Oh shit, everyone's gone.
Oscade. This episode of Castranger has been brought to you by the glorious donations of our cast patrons, Oliver Nilsson, Joel Maroney, and Chris Laird. Thanks very much.